Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a critical safety system issue that can be a real head scratcher. The infamous airbag trouble code B1994. If you've scanned your vehicle and this code popped up, you've come to the right place. B1994 specifically means the airbag control module has detected a short to ground in one of its circuits. This is a serious fault because it could prevent your airbags from deploying correctly in an accident. So, let's roll up our sleeves and figure this out together. First things first. What does short to ground even mean? Imagine your airbag circuit as a closed loop. Power flows from the module, through the wiring, to the airbag inflator, and back. A short to ground is like a leak. In that loop, the electrical current is escaping and taking an unintended path to the vehicle's metal chassis, which is the ground. This disrupts the normal operation of the system and immediately flags a fault. So, where do we start looking for this leak? The most common culprits for a B1994 code are found in areas where the wiring harness is subject to movement or potential damage. The two prime suspects are the steering column and the wiring harnesses under the front seats. Let's talk about the steering column first. Inside the column, you have a component called the clock spring, or spiral cable. This clever device allows the steering wheel to turn while maintaining a constant electrical connection for the driver's airbag, horn, and steering wheel controls. Over time, with thousands of turns of the wheel, the delicate ribbon cable inside the clock spring can wear out, fray, and the internal wires can touch each other, or a grounded component, causing a short. If your B1994 code is related to the driver's side airbag circuit, the clock spring is your number one suspect. The second hotspot is under the driver or passenger seat. Many modern vehicles have side airbags built into the seats, as well as seat position sensors and seatbelt pretensioners. The wiring harness for these components runs under the seat and is often routed along the floor. Things get shoved under seats all the time. Water bottles, umbrellas, you name it. This can crush the harness, pinch a wire, or even wear through the insulation over time from the seat moving back and forth. A wire with damaged insulation touching the metal seat frame is a classic example of a short to ground. Now, for the diagnosis, before you do anything, and I can't stress this enough, disconnect the vehicle's battery and wait at least 15 to 30 minutes. This allows the capacitors in the airbag module to fully discharge. Working on an active airbag system is extremely dangerous and can lead to accidental deployment. Safety is non-negotiable. Once the system is safely depowered, your best friend will be a good quality digital model. You'll need to identify the specific circuit that's causing the problem. Your diagnostic scan tool might give you a hint, like driver squib circuit 1 short to ground. This tells you exactly where to focus. Let's use the clock spring as our example. You'll need to access the connectors for the clock spring, both on the steering wheel side and the column side. Unplug them. Now, set your multimeter to the continuity or resistance setting. You're going to test the specific wires for the airbag circuit. Place one probe on the wires pin and the other probe on a known good chassis ground, like a bare metal bolt on the dashboard frame. If your multimeter beeps or shows very low resistance, congratulations, you've found your short. You need to isolate the problem. Is the short in the clock spring itself, or in the wiring leading to it, with the clock spring disconnected at both ends? Test for continuity between the input and output pins of the clock spring itself and a ground point. If the short is present within the clock spring, the component is faulty and must be replaced. If the clock spring tests fine, then the short is in the wiring harness between the module and the clock spring. The repair process follows the diagnosis. If the clock spring is bad, it needs to be replaced. This often involves removing the airbag, the steering wheel, and the column shrouds. Always follow the manufacturer's procedure, especially for centering the new clock. If it's not centered, it'll break the first time you turn the steering wheel to full lock. If the short is in the wiring harness, your job is to meticulously inspect every inch of it. Look for any signs of pinching, chafing, or damage, especially where it passes through metal brackets or near moving parts like the seat rails. Once you find the damaged spot, the repair must be done properly. Don't just twist the wires and wrap them in tape. Use a proper solder and heat shrink connection, or a high-quality crimp connector, to ensure a durable and safe repair. After the repair, Secure the harness away from any potential pinch points to prevent it from happening again. After you've replaced the faulty component or repaired the wiring, reconnect everything. And only reconnect the vehicle's battery. Turn the ignition on. The airbag light should now perform its self-check and turn off. Use your scan tool to clear the B1994 code from the module's memory. If the light stays off, you've successfully fixed the problem. And that's a wrap on tackling the B1994 airbag code. It can seem daunting, but with a logical approach, the right tools, and a strong emphasis on safety, it's a very manageable repair. Remember, always prioritize safety when working on the SRE system. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment with your experience, and don't forget to subscribe for more DIY repair guides. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.